right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley. Jim Jackson is back. We're joined now by Fox NFL analyst Greg Jennings. Time to get antisocial.
I can't do it today. My man got on the medium over there. He might break out that thing.
Go ahead, man. You got to give it to us.
Let's go.
Well, hating on me today, man.
No, that thing is like anti-social. That thing is real anti. My man.
What's poppin', Darnell?
Yes, sir. We're going to talk about a big box office blockbuster. The new Avengers movie has been a huge hit across the U.S. Just about everybody loving the movie. Well, apparently, Klay Thompson recently saw a screening and was not enthused. In fact, he walked out of the movie after 2 hours because the plot didn't interest him enough. Now, for me, once I spend that bread, I'm watching everything from the 15-minute previews to the end credits. But what's your philosophy on bouncing from the movie?
Mine is I bounce early and often. There's about 50% of movies I go to, I leave early.
50%?
At 50%.
You go by yourself?
And again, I was about to add the amendment that if I'm by myself, it's 50%. If I'm with somebody, it's about 30% of movies I leave. Come on, baby, we got to go.
You gotta go out here.
She like, what? Her to agree, we out.
Right. There's only one movie I left her. I can't remember it, but you said he went to the screening, right? So he ain't had to pay. He got invited.
Yeah, right.
So he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm really not feeling this. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Obviously, with the Avengers, you have to follow all of the movies in order to get the plot. So if you just jump in and not knowing what happened before, but it don't surprise me about Klay.
Nah.
Klay seemed like the kind of dude that's be like, man, I ain't with this, man. I'm just out.
Not enough ladies in here. One, two, ain't that about to get that max deal? What the hell I'm in here watching these 3-hour movies for? I've only walked out of one movie. I think it was called The Fifth Element. It's too spacey and weird for me. I just dipped on it with somebody. I didn't go do what I had to go do. But I'm not into that. Like, if I spend my money, but this is free. But if I spend my money, I'm going all the way through that.
Yeah, I'm going all the way through. Free or not, if I'm there, I decided that I'm going to spend this time, I'm going to watch it. But I don't have a problem when I'm walking out. Anybody walking out. Me, personally, I'm not walking out and haven't walked out on any movie.
Man, I can go watch a rerun of Scarface rather than watching this.
You always go back to Scarface. Always go back to Scarface.
Next. Let's get it going with the NFL, where Jameis Winston is headed into contract year and seemed extremely focused. Winston was recently seen at a golfing event sitting crisscross with a helmet on as a golf ball was teed off on his head. Twitter obviously clowned him for it, calling it another dumb choice. Bucs fans gotta be a little upset about his decision-making lately. Are you guys bothered by this?
Not at all. He's got a helmet on. Guy's done it a million times.
Is it more dangerous than playing football, damn it? No.
But you get paid for that. You don't get paid for this.
Look, are they experts out there hitting me?
Is Barkley swinging that club?
Right.
This is what this guy does for a living. They do trick shots. He's done it on the golf ball on top of a golf club. So this is actually easier for him. But just raising money for a good cause. James is just playing his part.
Stay off, X. Stay off.
Stay off, James.
Good call. My fault.
Legs. Switching over to some hoops, where Rockets forward P.J. Tucker was caught on video tossing his clothes on a member of the Rockets bench staff and received heavy criticism online for it. One person tweeted the video, P.J. Tucker, this ain't it, bro. Treat the janitor like you would treat the CEO. This is so disrespectful. Well, P.J. Tucker pushed back with a since deleted Instagram post saying, quote, he's actually one of my favorite kids. And if you look back at any other games, I wrap myself around him and another kid every single game. Shaking my head. The internet remains undefeated. Y'all think P.J. deserves this criticism?
Hell no. No. This is how you should treat kids.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on. See, I was with you all up until
That's how I was treated.
Man,
that's how you should treat
Only Whitlock was saying that. You can't spank now, so they gonna call child services on you spank now.
Can't spank or you can't get caught.
Well, you can't get caught.
You know what? I knew when I saw this he was gonna get hated on, and I knew we were gonna take it out of context. You've been in the locker room before. Some hazing, rites of passage, the youngsters come in there. You mess with them in a different way. I had one teammate, John Henderson, who actually used to ask a trainer to hit him as hard as he could in the face. Y'all seen that before? The flip of it. And sometimes you get into these weird relationships with somebody where y'all do stuff that other people don't understand. So, man.
I've been on a lot of teams, and with ball boys, ball girls, we all do something different. We play with them, we throw stuff at them, like pour some water on them, but it's all in fun because we respect the job that they do. And I think PJ here, he knows this little kid. Right. He knows he does it all the time, but it just got caught out of context.
Yes, he has a relationship with. If you watch the video, he gives him a high five when he's running right afterwards. So stop. Internet always takes things out of context. I hate it because we don't know the relationship that they have.
Exactly.
We don't know the dynamic. PJ, you cool.
And that Christmas bonus they're coming to that little.
What?
You
feel me?
That little boy winning every Christmas. I know it.
All right, time now for Darnell's question of the day. Darnell, take it away.
It's Darnell's.
My guy.
My question of the day. All right, guys, we're going to take it to the Curry household where Steph's wife, Aisha, went on Jada Pinkett's show, Red Table Talk, a few days ago and talked about some of her insecurities of being married to a superstar. Take a listen.
Something that really bothers me and, like, honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like, there are all these women, like, throwing themselves, but me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but, like, male attention. And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not even.
Would you be okay with your wife saying this?
You ain't married, but what you gonna say, Whitlock?
What you got?
Let's go.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000%.
Yeah.
One of the things in my 20s and even in my 30s, I used to put women on a pedestal and thought they were different than me. And then in my 40s and certainly my 50s, I was like, oh no, anything I'll do, she'll do. And that's my whole philosophy.
You're doing it with somebody.
Yeah, anything I'm capable of doing and feeling, they're capable of doing and feeling. And so this doesn't surprise me.
Look, when keeping it real goes wrong, Aisha, guilty. Look, my wife only wants my attention. At least that's what she says, right? And she's smart to say that. I have one issue with this. And it's not the woman, it's the wife. When you get into the wife identity, you got to understand that you shouldn't even have that on the radar. It shouldn't be a registration anymore. But you disagree? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's the problem I have with it. Because look, as a man, I have different roles and different responsibilities that I do as a father. When it's 8 o'clock and I'm going to bed because my son's going to bed, I'm sitting there. The man in me is like, damn, I could be out there with Jimmy Jackson somewhere going to get it, right? But the father in me is sitting there taking it like, you know what? This is what I signed up for.
Right.
That's the only thing, like, struggling with the identity.
My question is this. Because she's married to Steph in the limelight, is that the overlying thought process? If she was just married to Joe the policeman, would she be saying the same thing? That guys don't look at her?
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. But a lot of times when you're in the spotlight like this, the camera changes you. The spotlight changes you. You start to look for things a lot differently. And me as a husband, I'm like, look, baby, you ain't got to worry about that. Don't even worry about that.
Why is that?
Why is that even important? But again, being
why you looking there? Why you got an Instagram account?
Who?
That's what your wife is saying. Why you got an Instagram account?
Depending on who I'm following.
I see who you following and liking on Instagram.
That's my brand. That's my brand.
The problem with this is she's gonna do. All she's doing is creating more of an issue. On both sides, women are now gonna see her being insecure, and they're gonna attack him even more. And then on the flip side, it's like she's opening a door for men.
For dude to come into her DM.
Yes.
Right now, it's like you give me the invitation.
But see,
we do that.
But we different.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't.
I'm gonna tell you this. Tell me this. Women, when you're out, they will compete in broad daylight for your attention. Men just want to win. So guess what? They sneak macking. They know when there's opportunity and when there's not. Versus what she's registering is everybody just shooting a shot at Steph and missing. Don't underestimate dudes are sitting there like, oh, I'm waiting for my shot, but I know this ain't the time to shoot it right now.
But now they got their opportunity because they feel like the door's been open.
You know how dudes is. She go to the bathroom, he got to go to the bathroom. They bumped into each other.
Okay. Hey, what about this? See, this is the problem. You're right. You just open up issues.
I'm telling you, man, that's true, right?
Why did somebody send me this tweet? They said, this is her in 2011, supposedly. Don't really need the men trying to holler at me at the car dealership. I'm engaged. G's, off the market.
What? Hold up.
Which way you want it?
That camera is as addictive as drugs.
Listen,
Which way you want it?
Listen, though, that's her at the beginning of their marriage. They're just engaged at that time. And so here she is 8, 9 years later. Her husband, she's like, damn, he got the same wedding ring on as I am, and that ain't stopped ne'er a woman from hopping into his DMs and trying to throw themselves at. And just at some point, it's like, I think what she's saying is like, I want the equality of having that same temptation my husband has. I want to show him I'm just as strong and I can, because maybe, and again, I guarantee you she's had this discussion with Steph. Where she got on TV and said this, her and Steph have had this conversation, and maybe Steph says, you know how hard it is? You know how many women throw themselves at me, but I'm loyal to you, baby.
Yeah.
She'd like to be able to say that right back to him. I deal with the same thing, and I'm loyal to you.
But why? To show that the effort shows more love and loyalty when I ain't got to deal with it, that's even better.
That's what some do. Listen, here's, because I want to generalize about women, but particularly, when you start dating an attractive woman, and particularly she's been attractive her whole life, she's been fed attention her whole life.
Oh, yeah.
And so when she marries someone high profile, and then they get the attention, because, oh, that's Steph Curry. Instead of because again, when the attractive woman,
Aisha Curry is starving for attention. Transfer that attention you getting. She got shows. She got everything. Like, what? You know what the problem is? People who think Aisha has it all. You got the great family, the beautiful husband, all the money you can spend. And now you got this complaint? When this is just on the streets in the hood complaint. Like I want some dudes to check me out of the car.
It's a human complaint to me because look at her mother-in-law. As beautiful as anybody that you ever see on TV.
That's no problem.
She gets a lot of attention. Again, it's like, wow, she's dealing with a lot. She's just being too honest. I think it's a private thought that her and Steph have gone through. Kept it a little too real, got too comfortable around some girlfriends, but I'm not going to mock her for it. All right, coming up, Odell Beckham Jr. keeps raising expectations for the Browns. We'll tell you why it might blow up in his face.
Wish my wife would, dog.
What?